喂，大家好，我是 Perry。今天我们来问一问美国人对华为手机的看法，还有 iPhone 8和 iPhone 10，美国人选哪个？好，走吧。Are you thinking about getting the iPhone 8 or would you wait to get iPhone 10 or what?
Honestly, it doesn't make a huge difference to me. They're pretty similar and they're pretty expensive. So like I have no need to get a new one because this one's still functioning.
Yeah, me too. I have the 6 and I don't want to get another one.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
I don't need to get a new one every year.
Yeah.
If I get a new iPhone, it'll be probably the 7 because that's going to be a lot cheaper now. And it is an upgrade over the 6, I guess. And yeah, I'll just get a 7, like a used 7, because I don't have the money to throw like $1,000 on a phone. Yeah, no way.
I think I'm gonna wait for the 10 to come out, and after it's been out for a while, if people really like it and it doesn't have too many problems, I think I might go for it.
I am not interested in the 8. Just, I'll do fine with the 6, and I am interested in the 10.
What changes have you noticed since, the original iPhone, like before when Steve Jobs was designing it more, and now after Steve Jobs is gone, you see any major changes?
Yeah, I feel like before everything was changed, like any updates were made for functionality, and they really worked because there was a need for that. Whereas now I feel like they change things just to change them and just to have something new. Like my iPhone is really great right now. I don't know if I need facial recognition, if I need to get into my phone even easier than I was before.
I know what you mean.
So I think that's, the difference.
What do you think is like the hype around the iPhones? Like why is it so popular?
I think it's kind of a status symbol for people. I think like always having the newest one is like people are proud of having the newest one, I guess.
I think the fact that the 10 has the facial recognition is really big and could be the entire, the whole big new thing. Like it could be the thing everyone's using.
Have you heard of any, or do you know of any Chinese cell phone brands?
I can't say that I do, no.
Nokia? Is that one?
No. Nokia is Finland, right?
Finland? Okay. No.
No, I would probably. Can you tell me what some of them are?
Huawei.
No, I don't. Never heard of that.
No, I don't think so. Maybe I've heard of them, but not really.
I think one of the most popular ones I think right now is Huawei.
Yeah, that sounds familiar actually. Yeah.
Would you consider getting one of those? Because their new one is like on par with, the hardware is about the same as the new iPhone, but they're half price. So would you consider going for a non-iPhone for half price?
What's the operating system?
I think
Android? Probably not, and the main reason is that I'm just kind of addicted to iOS. Like I'd love to use Android phones, like my dad does, and like it's better, but like I just don't want to go through that transition of adjusting the operating system.
Yeah.
I'm so used to the iPhone. I like having the iPhone and just having to switch so I have a MacBook, I have an iPad, I have an iPhone, and everything is seamless through all my devices, and it just feels impossible to get out of that.
I think for me, the iPhone is more software than hardware, so probably not, because I like being on Apple's software. I like that all my friends are on it, and it's just all connected. So for me, I would happily change the hardware if the software could be the same.
Do you think that cell phone use these days, like in daily life, is helping people or hurting society? Or
I think it does both. I think for a lot of people it helps. It's great to have music everywhere. I think having a map is great, but I do think it's extremely distracting, and I think what freaks me out is how short our attention spans are, and out of habit, we just, if nothing's happening in the world, we just go to our phone because we can, and it's just you have endless entertainment right there, which is crazy. And that's kind of a scary thing because we can't pay attention to things for as long. We can't. A lot of people have trouble reading books now.
For instance, when I have my little feather child out, and people are not even noticing because they're on their phone, you just think, well, they are missing out on something.
As an English major, do you use technology to write and share your works?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to a certain extent. I mean, no one's writing on typewriters, like writing essays and stuff.
Actually, there was one guy we interviewed.
Oh, really?
He said his favorite thing is to type on a typewriter, but he's not going to bring it to a coffee shop or the park and be the guy.
Yeah, everyone would hate you.
So he was on his phone typing.
Yeah.
I have a typewriter, and that's how I like to write the most, but I'm not going to be that guy like out, in the park or in Starbucks or whatever. Like, look at me, I'm on a typewriter.
Do you have any suggestions or advice for how to not let it interrupt life?
I guess awareness of the issue, trying to be aware of how much you're on your phone, keeping track of just how much time you use, or spend using certain apps. And then when I'm with people, I try to put my phone away and, keep it on silent. I don't like to check it when I'm in the middle of a conversation or I'm at dinner with someone.
Putting your phone in a drawer and being like, okay, I'm not going to use my phone for an hour, and just kind of having that. I think people would be surprised with how kind of freeing it is, because you're not kind of just checking your phone every 5 seconds. You're free to do other things. And I think people would actually enjoy it more than they think they would, if they gave it a chance.
Give yourself space at night before bed. That was something I started doing. It's awesome. Just I not shut everything off, but I try not to look at it past a certain time so I can go to bed. Say an hour before bed, so I can read or whatever. Try to get back to a normal, not screen, a real piece of paper.